I'm Bill DeFoi with Studio 500. We're visiting with Frankie Martinez. Frankie, good to have you with us. You're an artist. You've got a picture right behind us. Tell us about the picture that you have painted here.
Well, this particular picture is one that it's a series, actually. That's a third painting of a series that I'm working on. I don't want, the whole purpose for that direction is that I don't want the young element that exists right now, regardless of their campesinos or city kids, to never forget what their roots are. And in this particular one, deals with the three gentlemen that are in back of me are the three guards that are guarding our heritage. Our heritage is described by the Aztec warrior that's below, and it's a series that deals only with one aspect of the whole story that I want to portray, and eventually to leave behind for the coming generations.
So tell us a little bit more about the story that you wish to convey in that series of paintings.
The particular one is the history. One painting is only one element of the whole series. In this particular case, the painting behind me only deals with one aspect of what I believe to be the direction that I want to go. Now, that series has started about 10, 15 years ago. That's how far they go back. And in this particular time, I'm working on the final one in my studio in Pacoima, California. And unfortunately, I've had the misfortune of spending more time in hospitals than I've had in the studio. But eventually I'll be there.
Well, you can give the nurses a hard time, can't you?
Well, I did. They were trying to put me in a convalescent hospital because I couldn't take care of myself. I said, you guys are crazy. And that has been my goal, especially Lalo. You know, let me get back to Lalo. I feel it has been such a hard trail for us artists to get to where we are at this particular time. I feel like right now, like a relay race, I have passed on the baton to Lalo, and Lalo will carry on the ideas that were very, very prominent, going back to the 1947 to 1951, when I was starting with more it was a design individual at Chenard Art Institute. And I see more project behind me. Now, after 50 years, it makes sense. It does make sense. That's about it.
What other pieces have been inspired by your life's journey?
Well, we're going back to England. I'm going back to the time that I spent with the U.S. Army in Europe, from Normandy to the end of hostilities, when I got the privilege of participating in any school that I wanted to choose. I chose London for the simple reason that language was much easier for me than French. And The the first 10 years of that 1951 to 1960 were spent trying to analyze what I wanted to represent, what I wanted to do. I chose the trail of art that consisted of the abstract. But then I told myself, okay, if you can explain what you're doing, let's forget about it till you're able to speak about it in something that would make sense. So I have chosen the path that every 10 years I would start a series. For example, the two paintings that you have here date from 1970 to 1980. Out of the span of the 10 years, only these two paintings are left. Everything else was bought by different artists, mostly artists. And you asked me this question as to what is the motive, what is it that I want to portray in my work. I have dedicated myself now to produce pieces that the young people of today will never lose track of what their heritage is. In this particular time, I have taken the privilege of my forefathers, Mexican American, and I want them to never forget what their heritage is and never be ashamed of where we come, what we're doing. And that's about it. Now Lalo has taken up the baton, and he's going to take it to the very top.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Frankie Martinez, and I'm Bill DeFoi with Studio 500.